Ladies and gentlemen, today's viral sensation is not a dancing cat, not a lip sync fail, but a 10-year-old child schooling Amitabh Bachchan on how to play Kaun Banega Crorepati. That child is Ishit Bhatt, and the internet can't stop talking. But let's pause the popcorn and dig deeper. Is this bold kid a rude brat, a misunderstood genius, or just a kid who didn't get the memo on manners? Let's find out. So, who is this child bravado machine? Ishit Bhatt is a 5th class student from Gandhinagar, Gujarat. He recently appeared on Kaun Banega Crorepati Season 17's Kids Special and quickly flipped from contestant to internet meme. Now, what sparked the firestorm? A few moments worth quoting because who doesn't love drama in quotes? As soon as the host began to explain rules, Ishit interrupted. मेरे को rules पता है, आप अभी rules समझाने मत बैठना. I know the rules, so don't sit down and explain them now. During the quiz, he repeatedly demanded options before they were given. Options डालो यार. When locking answers, he boldly said, Sir, एक क्या उसमें 4 lock लगा दो, लेकिन lock करो. Sir, not just one, but put 4 locks on it, but lock it. The final blow? He got a 25,000 rupees question about the Ramayana wrong. He answered Ayodhya Kand when the correct answer was Bala Kand. And of course, he left the show with 0 prize money. Ouch. So, why is everyone suddenly obsessed with this kid? Well, viral videos are like potato chips. One is never enough. But in this case, the video is a mix of shock, pride, humor, criticism, and parenting lectures. What's fueling the heat? The bold behavior versus expected decorum. In Indian public imagination, children must be polite, respectful, silent when elders speak. A kid aggressively interrupting Big B is just not done. Many saw Ishit's tone as disrespectful. Parenting under the microscope. Rather than blaming the kid, many social media users turned attention to his parents. The thought, who taught him this? Why wasn't he corrected earlier? Sympathy and defense. Some voices stepped in to protect Ishit, pointing out that he is a child under pressure, that we often overreact, or that public humiliation of a kid is too much. Singer Chinmay Shripada, for instance, publicly criticized trolls who ganged up on him. The confidence-arrogance line. The debate boils down to, when does confidence become arrogance? Many defended ambition and boldness, many others said manners first. The social media effect. A short clip gets replayed, remixed, memed, context vanishes, judgments dominate. Once the video spreads, the kid and his parents are subject to waves of instant public opinion. Now, the good, the bad, and the laughable. Let's grade Ishit's performance out of 10. Not that I'm his teacher, but bear with me. Confidence 10 on 10. The kid owned the mic. Manners 3 on 10. He might have misplaced the please somewhere between options and lock. Game sense 6 on 10. Good speed, wrong answer. Public relations 2 on 10. The net is unforgiving. So now some memorable moments. When Big B started explaining the rules and Ishit explained मेरे को rules पता है. Classic overconfidence moment. Demanding options mid-question like a turbocharged cheat code. His lock it 4 times line, either dramatic flair or a child in battle mode. Realizing he answered wrong, priceless. But hey, some viewers argue that if you put a kid under stadium lights and national TV pressure, mistakes are inevitable. Nerves can masquerade as arrogance. And Big B, he handled it like a pro. Even after being interrupted, he responded with calmness and poise. Many praised him for not snapping. This isn't just a story about a quiz show, it's a mirror, showing societal expectations, parenting debates, and how we treat children in public. Confidence versus humility. Confidence is admirable, humility is endearing. When a child speaks up, we like it, until it ruffles our sensibilities. We must teach children the balance, voice your thoughts, but don't steamroll respect. The role of context and pressure. A 10-year-old in front of millions is not in the same mental zone as his classroom. He's learning under stress. Mistakes and emotional slips will happen. Online culture and child safety. When a video goes viral, the child becomes public property. Trolls, memes, harsh commentary, all descend. That can injure self-esteem, create shame, or lead to lifelong scars. Parenting takes nuance. Criticism is easy, guiding children is hard. Expecting perfect behavior at every moment is unrealistic. Parenting that instills confidence and respect is a long, messy journey. Now, let's talk about doing better. Not shaming children, but guiding them. Here are some practical principles parents, teachers, and caregivers can keep in mind. First, model respectful speech. Children learn by imitation. If you regularly talk politely, use please, thank you, excuse me, and show respectful tone towards others, especially elders, kids learn it. Teach why respect, not just do this. Rather than forcing, don't interrupt. Explain when someone is speaking, interrupting shows you are not valuing their words. Understanding why builds real habits. Give room for expression. Children should feel free to speak their minds, to ask questions, disagree respectfully, express ideas. The goal is not obedience, but disciplined freedom. Teach emotional regulation. Help them recognize when they are getting impulsive, impatient, or agitated. Pause, take a breath, think before reacting, role play conflict, arguments, challenging moments. Set boundaries and consequences. Boldness doesn't mean disrespect. If a child crosses line, yelling demeaning words, there should be calm correction. We speak gently, let me finish, or a timeout. Consistency matters. Praise humility and polite assertiveness. When a child speaks up respectfully, acknowledge. I liked how you asked your question politely. That encourages the positive behavior. Encourage perspective taking. Kids should learn to step into others' shoes. Imagine how an elder, a teacher, or a guest feels when interrupted. That builds empathy alongside confidence. Gradual exposure and coaching. If public performances or shows are coming, rehearse, mock quiz, talk about expected behavior, prepare them emotionally for high pressure settings. Don't throw them directly into national TV without coaching. Protect from public shaming. If a child slips publicly, don't join in the pile-on. Correct them privately. Public scolding or shaming can backfire, harming long-term self-esteem. Teach humility in winning and losing, whether they succeed or fail. Encourage graceful response. Thank you, I tried my best, I will learn. That becomes their default pattern. In short, a well-mannered, confident child isn't one who never makes mistakes, but one who respects others even when bold. That takes time, patience, modeling, and sometimes forgiveness when they trip. So, if you were Ishit, what would you do now? Feed the trolls, withdraw, learn and bounce back. Most healthy path, apologize if needed. Learn from criticism, valid ones, ignore toxic hate, grow without losing confidence. What's next for Ishit? He's already famous. He could turn this into a growth arc. Humility plus boldness is equal to legend. Or he could get buried under memes. Ideally, he comes out stronger, resilient, thoughtful, better at balancing voice and respect. And for viewers and online audiences, let's dial down the mob. Critique ideas, not children. Give grace. Understand context. We all have been younger, brash, unfiltered. So, there you have it. The Ishit Bhatt saga. Viral, viral, viral. Confidence unleashed. Manners questioned. Parenting under fire. A 10-year-old boy taught us much more than how to rule in a quiz show. He reminded us how sensitive our social expectations are, especially for children. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, politely of course. Subscribe if you want more videos mixing humor, social commentary, and life lessons. Comment below, do you think Ishit was rude, confident, or simply a kid in overdrive? Let's debate respectfully. And remember, confidence is good, but a little humility and a please go a long way.